You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Basketball Wives LA After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Basketball Wives LA After Show.
Whoa! This song just scared me. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Basketball Wives LA After Show. We are back in the AfterBuzz studios talking about our favorite show, Basketball Wives LA. I am Rebecca Prince, and we have a very special guest today. We have one of the ladies from the show, Malaysia Pargo. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And I'm also joined by two very lovely other co-hosts, ladies.
Brooke Cainkar.
Kiki Ayers.
Hey guys. Okay,
Kiki, that sounds all sexy. Kiki.
And she's got the pink on.
I know. And she didn't have to say it all seductive.
No,
Kiki.
All right, so season 3 has really come to an end. Today was the reunion show, episode 11. You know, you've been on the show since the LA franchise started. Tell me a little bit about how sort of bringing these new women in every season changes the dynamic of the cast. And I mean, I know Brandy was your friend this year, but you had two people who were kind of just there to stir the pot.
Basically, the dynamic is, I guess, to knock Dre and I off our soapbox to see if we are going to be who we are no matter what. I think the rule of the game is just to be yourself no matter what. And they either got to get along with us or they got to leave.
Yeah. I know, because every season, they don't really make it more than one season. So it's nice to know the original members have that kind of power.
No, it's not that we have a power or anything like that. It's just that I think that we just kind of are originals and we deliver every season. So I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Now, ladies, we've been watching all season. I mean, these new ladies have really brought a lot of drama to the table. Yes. Did they bring it in during the reunion for you guys?
I don't think so. I think during the reunion, they try to kind of take a few steps backwards and basically try to justify their actions and apologize. I don't think their apologies were sincere at all, though. But I think because of the backlash of it, you know, you have to watch what comes out your mouth because it will harm you one way, whether it's on Twitter or whether, you know, it's just in everyday life. So I think they try to take a step backward and, you know.
I feel like if you say something, you need to own it.
Yes.
And I feel like if you say it, regardless if you're mad or not, that's how you truly feel. It's almost like talking to a drunk person. When you're speaking to a drunk person, they tell you the truth. And that's your true feelings. When you're pissed, you're going to say what you want to say or what you've been thinking. So coming back and apologizing, yes, it's okay to apologize because everyone deserves a second chance. But you need to apologize, but own up to it and say, yes, this is how I felt at that moment in my life. And now I see that my actions were foul. I'm sorry. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to do better.
Preach, girl.
Yeah, it's always like an apology with speaking outside both sides of the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like saying one thing, I'm sorry, crying a little bit, and then they're just complete assholes.
It's almost like I'm giving an apology because I'm supposed to. I'm giving apologies because I think this is what you want, but I really don't give a damn about what I said. This is how I really felt.
Now, do any of the ladies, because there is so much drama on camera, do they ever sort of call you behind the scenes and be like, listen, I was a little out of pocket? I mean, I know that Sunday said that she reached out to Brandy for her comments, but she doesn't seem sorry about it, so what does it matter?
I'm not really sure if that's the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
She can't talk about it too much. I don't know if when you guys were watching the episode, they've sort of reined in the press on Basketball Wives because all these different interviews and people were going crazy at each other. So we're just going to sort of talk about the general things that we can from the show.
Well, I'm happy that Brandy kept calling out Sunday whenever she would try to apologize or something like that. And
yeah, because Brandy is a sincere person. She was severely hurt by the situation. Me, as her best friend, I had to hear her cries. I had to talk to her every day. I've been through the whole situation with her. I met her when she was coming out of remission through cancer. So like I've been there from day one. I was there from the first day of in vitro. I was there for like her baby's birth. I'm here now for the second go round. And I'm still praying for my friend every single day that she does not have to revisit cancer again. There's people that kind of like cancer goes away and it comes back, and it has definitely affected my family. 3 of my aunts had breast cancer. My grandmother died from cancer. My aunt died from lung cancer. My other aunt died from breast cancer. So like, she had breast cancer, it came back and it, went through her throat and, affected her brain. So like, this stuff does come back. And so you cannot like joke about it. You can't just say like, throw words out there and say, go take your medicine, because that is not kind, it's not nice. And you definitely don't want to ever see that ever in your life. Like, cancer it doesn't have a name. It just comes. Yeah. So how about you wake up one morning and you have it, like, and you're gonna want to eat those words. Yeah. So I just really thought that they were making fun and they were poking holes in in our life, because when I say our life, Brandy is my sister. Like, I love her to death. So it's like she was taking a jab at me too.
Do you ever feel a little guilty about bringing her into sort of these? These women are crazy, and we've had Jackie on the show, and Jackie came here and she played nice, which she seems to do pretty well. Obviously we don't know her.
She fooled me.
We don't know her personally, but yeah, I feel like she's your real friend, and then bringing her into this and then having someone just go for her, it's got to be hard.
Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. And like literally towards the end of the season, I'm like, she do not needs to be stressed. That's one of the things that I don't want for her, to add this added stress. And then she stopped in vitro while we were taping because she was like, it's not gonna work because I'm stressed. Yeah. So like, and that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
A lot every time.
Not to mention her health. So I definitely like really felt bad. She wanted to do this too, so I'm not going to take all the credit. But like, I felt really bad because I'm like, I brought my friend around people that just kind of don't have no home training. Vultures. And I really didn't expect it at all. I'm very disappointed in the 2 ladies because they were not what I expected them to be.
Now the thing is, for me too, like watching the show, I've had family members affected with cancer as well, but like to see Jackie, who last season really publicly talked about her mother's struggle with cancer, to then see her making light of a situation, it really does make you realize, like, this woman has
don't care about anyone but herself. Yeah, like I said, she don't care about anyone but herself, and that's just the basis of it. And like literally, I did want her to be my friend. I reached out to her. She just kind of didn't fit the bill, so goodbye.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Got to cut negative. You sometimes just have to cut the negativity out.
Sometimes you have to cut the fat meat, and that's just what it is.
That's what I feel like Brandy never, on her own, maybe in private with you guys, but never on camera ever talked about herself or made anyone feel like sympathy for her. And she moved on from everything to try to make it better. And it's like they just kind of wanted to bring it up because she didn't do it, or she didn't act like that.
You know what? She don't want anyone to feel sorry for her. And, it's it's something that she kind of didn't have any control over, and she kind of wanted to put it behind her, but still like create awareness and let women know that it don't matter how old you are. Like, she was definitely very young when she found out she had cancer. Yeah. So like, I feel like it's more of an awareness thing than a pity party for Brandy.
Yeah,
which she played very well.
She did. Yeah. And I have to say, I kind of loved on this reunion special too. John Salley really felt like he had finally, caught on, and he was like not believing the Jackie and the Sunday hype, and he was kind of putting them in their place. And it was like, I don't know, because Jackie doesn't seem to like listen to anybody but maybe Doug. It was nice to have some.
Does she listen to Doug though? Does she listen to Doug?
No, that's what I was like. Okay, so I'm not choked up by John Salley because I believe that he's a fair man. Yeah. He don't take sides. He doesn't have a favorite. It's just pretty much like he sees year after year, but he's like, right is right, wrong is wrong. Yeah. I watched this all season. I know who's on to some crazy madness, and I know who's like being a genuine person. So I think he was just calling a spade a spade.
Thank goodness somebody
Yeah.
needs to do it. Now I know you talked about your relationship with Brandy. We've obviously saw the dissolution of your friendship with Jackie on the show. Drea, the last few episodes really seemed to pull back after everything that happened in Palm Springs. Where do the two of you stand? I mean, are you still good friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Drea and I, yes, that's
Well, I
my
didn't know
baby.
because now she's like, now she sort of seems like she's not bigger than the show, but she's kind of over the show at this point.
You know what? Like,
so.
if someone's like always dragging your name through the mud and you always show up clean, like I think she's very honest about who she was and where she's going. And I think it's more of a matter of like, I am trying to change myself. I'm trying to better myself. I'm going into like, my older days. Like, I don't want to be out here playing hopscotch with you guys all day long. I'm trying to grow up. So I think it's more of like, I don't think she thinks she's better than the show because this is definitely where she got her start from. But I don't think she wants to be stuck in the show.
Yeah.
I think she wants to grow. And she will always be my friend. We created a really good bond. I talked to her yesterday. We probably speak on the phone every other day or hang out with our kids or whatever. Like, that's my girl. We're not going anywhere. She's stuck with me.
Well, we love her too. We think she's like just ambitious and doing her own thing. And
she is very ambitious, and I love that about her. She has a hustler spirit.
And listen, regardless of what happens everybody moves forward. The reason I like Drea so much is at least she owns her stuff.
She owns up to it. She is who she is, and she was what she was, and she is going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be draining to like sit through a whole season with someone like constantly talking about you. Like, I would be done with it too. And I'm like,
yeah, it's a little discouraging,
Is it? I mean, does anyone ever realize, like, Jackie and Sunday are clearly the older two in the group? Like, how are these older women acting so immature? Like, what?
I think the whole audience realized.
I have no words. I don't know. That's what I said. I don't think more or less like Sunday. I didn't really expect much from her because I didn't know her.
Right.
But Jackie, I really wanted so much more for her. I mean, because she has so much to offer. She's been married for 17 years. She starts a lot of businesses. I mean, I felt like she's been around the block longer than we have, so she could pretty much like teach us a thing or two, but she kind of won't do it. I don't know if she don't want us to succeed.
She's like cock-blocking you guys.
Yeah, it's like, stop right here.
you think she's jealous of you guys?
You know what? Ooh, jealousy is an ugly word, and I would want her to say that on her own.
Right.
I kind of really, I don't know. I don't want to say that because jealousy is a strong word.
Now, I mean, I know because you said, Brandy, you have been friends since before the show, and on the show, Jackie and Sunday, they acted like they had a real, genuine friendship. She called her sis. Did they have a relationship, before sort of signing up for Basketball Wives, or was that a made-for-TV friendship?
I don't know. You guys will have to be the judge of that because, like, I heard so many different stories. So
I never know what to believe at this point. It's
pretty
like,
much. Like, you will have to. I really think that when you have a genuine friendship, you will see it. It's like. It's bigger than life on TV. So you can just tell, like, a person's chemistry. Like, if you have to make up conversation, you can just tell by the body chemistry. Like, you can definitely tell that her and I don't know each other. Yeah. But if Brandy and I was in the room, like, we'll be all over each other. Like, so judge for yourself.
Now, as someone who's you're from the LA area, having this show here, do you feel like you're holding it down for the city? I mean, because there's so many people.
Wow. She's like, West Side.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true because most of these girls aren't from here. This is your city, this is your area, and you really seem to be the only one who has besides Brandy, the only real basketball wife. I mean, and Jackie.
I will say that, like, I'm just going to say this and I'm going to make it very clear. I don't say that I'm from Compton because I want people to think that I'm a gangster. That's not what it is. I'm saying that I'm from Compton because that's exactly where I'm from, and I'm very proud of where I came from.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm doing a really good job because not only am I, like, an older woman now, like a maturing lady now, and I have children. I look at my baby girl and I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm, doing the right things for not only her, but other little girls that come in my path. Because, like, TV is definitely like the magnitude of everything. So young ladies want to be everything that they see on TV. And I want them to know that it's okay to be a good girl. It's okay to say the right things, to do the right things, to love Jesus Christ, to get married and not like have to date rappers or ball players, to go to school, to have a college degree. And it's okay to like cover up and not have all of your assets showing. Like, it's okay. Like, you're still going to be cool if you know who you are. So I think that I'm doing a pretty good job. I mean, I ask God to lead me every single time, lead my tongue, lead my words, lead my actions, so that I won't be a just justice to my young ladies.
And I mean, you do a great job of that, because rarely, and you're provoked on this show, you don't ever really lose your cool. I mean,
my gosh, there would be so many times where I want to, but I'm like, please, Jesus, help me out.
I mean, even on the reunion show, you know, the way you speak,
The
you get to the
poise.
point, but
Yeah.
you hold it together.
Cute.
Right, yeah, I am provoked, yeah, and I know why, you know, because they want me to act like the ghetto child, and I can't do it. I don't have it for you. So, I mean, every now and then, like, I know I lose it because I'm in the flesh, but for the most part, I'm pretty much led by the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and I have to say, too, I mean, John touched a little bit on the tweets and asked about, your relationship on the reunion. And you apologized to your husband for sort of, you said being immature. And I think that's very big. I mean, it takes a big person to kind of be like, but again, owning your stuff.
It just comes with growth. Like, I'm a mature adult, and I will say that. And I'm not afraid of saying that I'm a mature adult. So when I make a mistake, I can definitely apologize for it. And I apologize because, yes, like, no wife is supposed to get on Twitter or Instagram talking crap. Like, but he pissed me off. I'm human. So, like, I was like,
Shit happens sometimes.
like, what? Are you seriously doing this right now? Okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those moments, and I should have never had that moment.
But everyone has it.
We
and
all
there's
have
so
it.
many
Yeah.
different forms of social media that it's kind of like, at one point, you're going to have
I mean,
it.
like, I was so pissed. I did it, and then, like, I took it down in 2 seconds, but, like, someone snapshotted it so quick, and it was, like, all over the place. I was like, ah!
You have to know. People literally sit at home and wait for those moments. You can't put anything up or anything anymore without someone getting a screenshot.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about like your real life a little bit. You are a mom. I know you have the jewelry line. Tell us sort of how you juggle it all. I mean,
Ooh, okay, so my life is crazy. And I just kind of keep my composure all the time. I have 3 children. I have a 7-year-old and 3-year-old twins, boy and a girl set.
wow.
We're both like,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't have a nanny because I don't want to. I don't want a nanny because I feel like in my life, like, it's so easy to allow someone else to do your job for you. So then, like, if I'm paying you, I'm like, oh yeah, go get these kids, because I'm tired and I don't feel like it, and I just will take on all kind of other responsibilities because I
All
have that
moms
time.
are tired.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
like, I just didn't want that. I want to have to do it. Like, this is my job, and I want to raise my children the way that I want to raise them, and I don't want to look back 20 years from now and like, dang, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Like, my kids are my kids, and I want to instill my beliefs and my thoughts and everything into them. So like, I am a soccer mom on Saturdays. Saturdays is definitely like the kids' day. So what I do is I just put everything in perspective, everything in order. So Monday through Friday, you can get me after 5. Like, yeah, my mom will come and she'll help me and do whatever, I need to do if I wanted to, like, come here today. She'll get them from school. But before I leave, I make sure I cook them dinner, make sure that the house is, like, nice, their bed's tough, stuff is laid out, they have their bedtime stories or whatever it is that I need to do for my kids. I make sure that happens. And then while they're at school, then I do 3 beats. Charity things and whatever else that it is that I need to do. So I kind of just juggle it.
Do you ever feel like do you ever wish that they would show that on the show? Because it's called Basketball Wives, but you never see anybody, like, family oriented.
I think we saw one beach day this season at the beginning, but yeah.
I mean, we did tape a couple things, but it just didn't make it, and we had a shorter season this time, so they couldn't put it all together. But I do wish that they would show more of, like, my home life, me and my crazy kids, because they're so funny. But maybe next time.
Yeah. So do you, I mean, because that was a big question that seemed to be looming at the end of the reunion is who's coming back next year? I know you probably can't say anything or confirm or deny, but is there even talks of another season for LA? Because I had sort of heard that this was it after this season. We have to wait.
So we don't know if they're even whispering.
Respectfully pass on that question.
I plead the fifth.
Our publicist is saying no. So, well, I mean, I know you say you do a lot of charity work, and there's a new charity you're getting involved with. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm getting involved with a new charity called Fully Clothed, and what they do is they provide underwear for for homeless women and kids. So you can just call in or send them underwear, new underwear. Let me make sure that I make that clear. Okay, so packaged underwear for the underprivileged, and I really have a soft spot for women and kids that are having a hard time. So this charity is just like right up my alley.
That's
Ooh,
very
how
cool.
can you get involved in that? I want to get involved in that, girl.
Look to your left.
Talk to Monique. Okay, I will after the show. I will after the show. Are you wearing any of the jewelry from your jewelry line?
Actually, I'm not.
Okay.
And you know what? I need to start wearing my stuff, but I have pendants and I have the ring or whatever. But I kind of rather it be in the showroom so you can go and buy it. Thank you.
Where can people buy it?
You can buy my jewelry from Jason of Beverly Hills. It's in 3 locations.
I like it even more now that I heard that.
She's a diamond girl.
I'm a diamond girl.
Yeah, so it's in the Beverly Wilshire Hotel on Rodeo Drive. And then we have another location at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas and in the Ritz-Carlton in Charlotte.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, Basketball Wives as a whole, do you think it's given a real platform and insight into the lives of basketball wives, or do you think there's still a lot that it doesn't show about the lifestyle?
Ooh, that is a hard question.
No. We're getting vetoed all over the place here.
Rebecca is her reporter's coming out.
Sorry, guys.
We
This
can't
is what
talk
I
about
do.
the show. Let's
We
talk
gotta
about some other
dig.
things. Like, when's the first time you played Spin the Bottle?
I've been a good girl all my life. Okay, so let's see. The first time I played Spin the Bottle would be I was 12.
Was he cute?
Off the record, yes, he was so cute, and he ended up being my boyfriend from 7th grade to our senior year in high school.
She wasn't kidding, and
That
she
must have
really
been a
has
good
always been a
kiss.
good girl.
Yeah, he was my boo.
Well, one thing about when we watch Basketball Wives, we always talk about sort of the outfits you guys wear, your hair and makeup, because it always seems to be on point. So do you style yourself? Do you guys have makeup artists that sort of...
We don't talk about everyone
Not everybody,
being
not
on point.
Ooh, that's
We do not everyone's.
shade.
Certain people, you being one of them. Drea definitely being one of them.
I will say that my fashion sense evolved since season 1. I had just had my twins. They were 4 months when we started taping, and I was so fat. I was didn't know what was right and what was wrong. It was my first time on camera, so I was okay, I guess I'll do my own makeup. Really didn't know how to do that right. I didn't even know how to put on eyeliner. Let me tell you, it was just flat makeup. It was so horrible.
Yeah.
And then I wore frilly stuff. That doesn't look good on camera. So I feel I just kind of trained myself. Normally, when I watch the show, I kind of don't listen to what the girls are saying, honestly. I'm looking at myself. I'm okay, don't wear that no more. Okay, note to self, please don't wear button earrings anymore. That looks hideous on TV. Just little stuff like that.
What'd you think of your captain hat in Paris?
Oh my God, I love that captain hat. The only thing is that I wish I would have had on heels because I really wanted to wear my tall, Prada thigh-high boots, and that was my outfit. But then they were you're gonna walk in the park. What are you doing? Stop. And I was whatever. So I felt like I looked like a police officer, but I still pulled it off.
Everybody wants those hats, so I mean, it works.
Oh my gosh, I got that hat on Hollywood Boulevard, and it was from the costume store, and it was $25.
It's now hats are the big thing. Pharrell, he turned everybody to hats. The bigger the hat, it's what do they say? The bigger the hair, the closer to Jesus.
Yes.
Bigger hat.
Or the bigger the foot, the
Oh,
Lord. So you're the bad one, huh?
wait till you hear her Twitter handle.
And do you guys always look that cute? Because I'm like, y'all don't wake up in the morning looking like that. Do you really wake up looking like that? I woke up like that.
And the Beyonce song's playing.
Yeah.
Or what is it, right? Beyonce, yeah.
Wake up like this.
Y'all be in a grocery store. Y'all be everywhere, just like down to T. I'm like, y'all didn't know. Y'all didn't know.
Do you not remember that there is cameras left? Right? Get ready.
So
you
like,
have
so
to
you
stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
So you like naturally do that even like when the cameras, because you're used to it when the cameras are on. Do you like naturally do that when the cameras are off now? You're just used to dressing up all the time and.
I dress up when I have to.
Right.
For the most part, like I like to not wear makeup so much because like we wore it on the show like all the time. So like when I'm with my kids, I kind of just go free-faced. Yeah. I have like really good skin, so it's okay.
What's like the most common question that Basketball Wives fans sort of ask you?
What the hell is wrong with Jackie?
I don't think that's
real.
a question anyone can answer.
Right. Question for her therapist and her parents.
Yeah. I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think Jackie showed up to the reunion looking like a man because she knew there was going to be like some fight drama going down?
No, Jackie just likes to dress like that.
I think she looks like a man. I don't think that was a choice.
She's actually a very like nice looking lady. She's really nice look. She's actually kind of pretty.
She not that bad. Her attitude makes her.
Has manly gestures
her
a lot for me.
attitude makes her less attractive.
No, she has softer
Yeah.
moments. She's like a nice older lady. Like she looks nice. She just likes suits and stuff. Like she likes to look business-ish.
Yeah.
Business-ish. Yeah, that's
She
her
does
stuff.
it all.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a business for every kind of
Jack
thing.
of all trade, master of none.
I
Yeah.
know. Oh my God, that was my favorite part of this season, though, when her and Doug were posing for the clay sculpture of their supposed cognac bottle.
What was that?
When you watch it at home, do you just kind of be like, I can't? Like, how is this even happening?
I'm sorry, but I put their scenes on mute.
Do you know about that stuff though, or when you watch it, you see it for the first time and you're like, what the hell?
I see it for the first time, and I'm not interested.
She's like, or surprised.
I just
Yeah.
picture that sculpture being in her house, like on the mantle in her bedroom or something.
I use that time to tweet.
Good.
Yeah, so I'll be like, oh, okay, they're talking.
Oh, man.
So who do you hang out with outside the show? Like who are some like? Do you have people from high school, people from college, or?
I pretty much like hang out with my girls from high school and elementary school. I have like friends that I've been friends with since like 3rd grade.
Nice.
And then I hang out with like, of course, Drea and Brandy and Monietta. I mean, I have like friends of all walks and a lot of Basketball Wives friends. So like whoever, I have friends that live everywhere. So it seems like everyone likes to come to LA.
Yeah.
So every week I'm like hanging out with a different friend. So yeah.
Now, being a basketball wife, obviously everybody's sort of been talking about over the weekend the comments that the owner of the Clippers made.
Oh, girl, don't get me started. I mean, my family sister's over here like, because I went in on her. I was like,
I mean, we know that girl sort of runs around the club scene, and I mean, how though, you know, as someone whose husband plays for the organization, how do you, what do you think, like, how do they get past this? The Clippers are in the middle of the playoffs. I mean, how, when your owner is saying such terrible, awful, ridiculous, hateful stuff, how do you move past it without sort of penalizing the guys who are sort of on your team and don't really, this is their job, this is their livelihood?
I honestly feel sad, like, and I feel bad for them, for the guys, because, like, at the end of the day, like, basketball is their life. Like, they love it, they dream it, they eat it, they everything. Their basketball is their everything, and half of the guys are true competitors. So you have to, like, pretty much put your pride aside and say, am I going to go out there for the love of the game, or am I going to go out there for the money? So like I kind of feel like they're in the fight. Like, do I set do I prove a point for my kids? Like, do you work for a man that don't like me, or do I just kind of put that aside and just work for the love of the game? So I'm conflicted, because having a spouse, this is how we get paid.
Yeah.
But then also you want to set a good example for your kids. It's just kind of like, do I sit on the curve with my kids, or do I make a point and stand for something?
Yeah, I know It's a tough situation.
It's a tough situation, and I wouldn't be mad if my husband did either or.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
They shouldn't even be put in that position, obviously.
Right.
But there has to be a higher being that's going to stand up for them,
Exactly.
so they don't have to take it that far.
I mean, because like if they don't get on the court, then they'll be sued or whatever. So
Yeah,
there's so
breach of
many
contract.
breach of contract. There will be so many things that they have to deal with in order to to be an activist. So they need someone to like kind of help them. You know. Where's the Black Panthers? Like, where's something? Where's Al Sharpton when you need him? Like, come on, somebody say something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, a lot of them are not even like confrontational. Basketball guys are like the sweetest little doves ever.
well, Obama brought it up. You told me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's sort of weighing in. Obama's commenting,
Yeah.
Kobe's commenting. I
They
mean,
need their activists to say
you know,
something like,
nope.
come on, we can't expect them to be like civil rights leaders
Right.
at
Yeah.
all. Like, because some of them are like really, real soft little cats.
Do you feel like there's more Donald Sterlings and he's just the one who got caught?
let's hope not.
He's the one
yeah.
that's not going to pay her to not put the tape out.
Honestly, like when I listen to it, I have like I have 2 points to it. I feel like he was just telling her like, "You my girl, sit down," and then it just came out wrong. Kind of feel like that, and sorta, but then I just feel like it shouldn't have came out. But I feel like he felt like he was comfortable. He was talking to his girlfriend, you know, like he didn't think she was taping him, you know. So like maybe she knows more than I know from what I heard, but I just think that he wanted her to sit down and stop being so.
Well, they are involved. I mean, because he's married as well.
Oh.
So they're involved. Like his wife has a lawsuit saying that she sort of like laundered him out of $2 million. So I don't know
Wait,
what.
what?
Yeah, the wife is suing his
The girlfriend?
girlfriend who
Oh.
released these tapes, basically, you know, claiming that she tricked him into buying her $2 million worth of gifts and this sort of stuff. She's driving a Ferrari
true.
and this and that.
And he's just scared. I told you that the other day. I don't even know if I could say it on here.
No.
He,
I would say no.
never mind.
I don't even know what you told me about.
Tell us. We want to hear. What did
I
you
said
want?
he's scared of the BBD.
That she did say that.
Yeah.
And you can elaborate.
Because she's taking pictures with Magic Johnson and other.
I was like, what?
He said he doesn't care. Like 4 times, which leads me to believe he does care.
He's scared of
honestly,
her getting some of that.
Please, he put on his Viagra and like he will get it popping. I'm quite sure he does not care about her other things. As long as she do what she needs to do for him,
Yeah,
look
that's
around the
true.
ball and all that stuff.
He said it like 4 times. You can F them, I don't care. Like he said like 4
Yeah,
times.
he's like, girl, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite sure he
Just
has
don't
more
put them on
girlfriends.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Or bring them to the game.
Yeah, if I have you courtside, you're mine and only mine. Don't be out here cheating with other people. And I honestly, like from my
But
heart.
I don't think like she was cheating with Magic Johnson. But everyone
No.
posts pictures on Instagram. Like, listen, we're gonna take a photo when this ends, and
I
it's
just
gonna
think it
go
was
on
more
Instagram.
like a jealous boyfriend. I'm
Yeah.
jealous. I don't want you to be with other millionaires or other
Yeah.
guys that have like status like I do. I need you to sit down and let me control you. I think it was more of that thing than like the racist thing. I'm hoping. I just hope that no one would really have a team full of black men, you know, and have a staff full of black people like not like them. Like that's weird.
If they sent your husband a contract tomorrow, what would you tell him? Yeah, your name.
I never want to speak on that.
She's like, what does that contract say?
You know what? No, I stay out of that. Like, so when it comes down to his career, that is his career. He makes his own decisions, and whatever is good for his career is what I will go with.
So is he supportive with you being on Basketball Wives?
He is.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, like, we support each other. So, I mean, I've moved all the way to Russia without even asking a question. He said, I want to go play overseas. I was like, okay, I'll pack my bag. That's just what it is. So if he decided that he wanted to go play in Timbuktu, I would
You're going.
definitely, you know, pack my bags and go.
And all 3 babies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we kind of have to wrap up because we were running a little bit late today. But thank you so much for coming by the studio.
Well, thanks for having me.
You know, you are one of our favorites all season, and it's not just because you were here. We we couldn't stand the New Girls or Jackie.
Well, we're singing the same song.
Although it did seem like British sort of warmed up to everyone towards the end, but I guess sometimes it's a little...
No, not for me.
No, not for you.
Yeah, no, I don't like her.
Okay.
And I don't really think I ever will.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You can't get more clear than that.
Well, tell everyone where they can follow you and sort of keep track and up to date with everything you're doing.
Well, you can follow me on Malaysia Pargo on Twitter and Style and Grace 1 on Instagram. And yeah, just look out for me.
Awesome. Kiki, where can they find you?
Kiki Ayers, Kikiayers.
And you can find me at Spit On Me Bitch. Twitter, Instagram, all of it.
I told you to wait. And you guys can follow me at Rebecca Prince TV. Thank you so much for tuning in all season. Basketball Wives LA is one of our favorite shows, and hopefully we'll be back with another season soon. We'll have to wait and see.
Hopefully.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later. Oh, see, you told me to say buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.